Okay, I want you to be honest. How many times have you rewatched the same show while doing laundry, dishes, or those endless life administration tasks? Well, for me, it's embarrassingly high. There's something about putting on that familiar show or letting a comfort YouTube video play in the background that just makes those tedious tasks feel doable. And no, it's not laziness. It's not procrastination. It's actually regulation. Let's grab our favorite drink, get comfy on the couch, or curl up in our coziest spot because today we're talking about why ADHD brains crave familiar boredom and how it's actually a brilliant survival strategy for navigating everyday life. Let's go. Here's something that we don't really talk about enough when it comes to our ADHD brains. We're not wired for constant novelty. Yes, we seek stimulation, but we also crave predictability. Why? Because predictability feels safe. When you rewatch a favorite show or replay a video game you've beaten 10 times, you're not lazy. You're creating a low-stakes, emotionally safe environment where your nervous system can stay regulated. So for me, it's watching old seasons of The Office or New Girl while folding laundry or meal prepping. I know the jokes, I know the plot twists. It's background noise that doesn't demand anything from me, but keeps me from slipping into task paralysis. Here's the secret sauce though. ADHD brains thrive in a very narrow window of stimulation. Too much, we shut down. Too little, we zone out. That familiar show or video game creates what I call background dullness. It's just enough to keep your brain from wandering, but not so engaging that it distracts you from the task at hand. And here's why it works. You already know what happens. There's no surprises or emotional spikes. Your brain gets steady dopamine from the familiarity, and then you feel occupied but not overwhelmed. It's like giving your brain a security blanket while your hands handle that boring stuff. For many ADHD women specifically, especially those of us prone to emotional overwhelm, this strategy is more than just convenience. It's actually about emotional safety. Tasks like cleaning, sorting paperwork, or budgeting aren't just boring. They're emotionally triggering for some of us, and they can bring up guilt about clutter, shame about money, frustration over falling behind. So that familiar background noise acts as an emotional buffer. It keeps your nervous system anchored, allowing you to tolerate tasks that might otherwise spiral you into overwhelm. There have been days where I couldn't face my budget spreadsheet without my comfort show playing nearby. It wasn't because I didn't care about my finances. It was because I needed that emotional safety net to help me stay grounded. But here is where it gets really interesting. Many of us do more in low pressure, low stakes environments. That's why some of us work better at night or in coffee shops or with that background show playing. Our nervous system isn't bracing for criticism, deadlines, or perfection. We're just doing the thing. If you've been beating yourself up for needing background noise or for just not being able to focus in silence, I want you to let that go right now. This isn't a flaw. It's actually smart self-regulation. Now, here's why this matters when it comes to planning and productivity. Most planning tools expect you to just focus. They don't account for this beautiful, complicated balance between dopamine, emotional safety, and task tolerance. And this is exactly why I've been building my planning stack system. It's for ADHD brains that need flexibility, permission, and a layered support like this. If you'd like to be a beta tester for my ADHD-friendly planning stack course, or just get updates when it's ready, you can sign up for it with the link in the show notes. You'll also get access to sneak peeks and exclusive behind-the-scenes info as I build it out for us. But before you go, here's your reflection for this week. I want you to think about the last time you needed background dullness to get through a task. Instead of shaming yourself for it, ask, What did that comfort show or playlist do for me? How did it help me regulate enough to finish the task? And this week, I challenge you to intentionally lean into this strategy. Use it as a tool, not a crutch, and notice how it shifts your task experience. Also, one last thing. Next week, we'll be talking about a big ADHD paradox. Why even when we schedule tasks and plan to do them, we still don't want to follow through. If that sounds like your life, you'll definitely want to tune in. Until then, thanks for being here with me. And remember, your brain isn't broken. It just needs the right kind of support.